Shit Talker Black and welcome to. The other day, I was watching videos and about how they are killing us with chemicals that they are using in that toothpaste and the chemtrails and this and that and whatever. It had something to do with a sentiment, which sentiment, by the way, deals with your feelings. A synthetic world. When you are in a synthetic world, there is one thing that is hard to do when you are simulating someone. See, the word simulation. And that is to have them to think. To have them to be a kinetic thinker. When you are simulated, they will not allow you to be a kinetic thinker. Also, when you are simulated, it is hard to program care into you, It's hard for them to program care into you. They can program love, like love is a spell. So they can program that into you, but they cannot program care. They cannot program you to be charitable. Now, sometimes you are on the wire, and sometimes we are not on the wire. And sometimes they will appear as though you are being charitable to someone over here. But to someone over here, you are targeting them, But the people over here may not know that you are targeting them over here. They may only know that you are kind or nice to them, you see. So when the person over here begins to say they are targeting me because to put fluoride in anyone's toothpaste, this is a child, no matter if he is melanated or non-melanated, he is still a earthling, he is on this planet. And he is being targeted. So when you say, hey, this person here is targeting these people on this side, and then the people on this side will say, no, he is a kind person. He does this, he does that, he's very charitable. But their charities are false and fake. Their charity is not real. Because with their charity, they make themselves rich. Therefore, their charity is not real. In a movie, there was a time with the melanated people, the melanated man, that the man, he was working, but he lost his job, and the wife was pregnant. So the whole neighborhood put in money. Some people were knocking door to door, and they really did have a hat. And those that really could not, didn't have much money, but they had food, whether they gave a lot of food or little food, they gave food. And on the weekend, everyone who chipped in to give the man who lost his job and his wife was pregnant, to give them money, the weekend they went to their house and they all ate together. You see, there was no such thing as government welfare. There was only sovereign welfare, where we took care of each other. And we were not just homeless and laying in the street and on drugs. There was no drugs. I mean, maybe ganja, but no drugs like today. The kind that will have an old lady, a old woman, because she was a pink old woman that told me about narcotics and never to take them. She broke her hip or something, and the doctor gave them to her, and I really don't want to say it, but I guess I have to. And she told me that she is addicted to them, and that she sucked dick from the age of 11 to 99. She sucked dick from the age of 11 to 99. 11-year-old boys would pay her to suck their dick. So she came into jail, and not for that. She came into jail on a $20 check that was wrote like 25 years ago or something. And she was old as hell. Yeah. And she told me about narcotics. So I just don't take them. I do not take pain pills. For this so-called cold I have not taken anything but silver. And silver does not work like a Tylenol. It does not work overnight. So I guess I have to stay back on my silver every day. No. Now in this movie where they took care of each other, they did not go to pink people to take care of them, they did it themselves. This is a movie about the baseball players. Okay? This movie, in the movie where the people are charitable, the movie is about the Negro League, It is about Octavius Cattle, And Octavius Cattle is known to me as Bizzle. And Bizzle, I am a Biff apprentice, However, in the movie, he is not Bizzle. He is like born again, incarnated, not reincarnated, but incarnated. And they would play baseball, and then the pink people start coming to give them the money to see the Negroes play each other, you see. And if this team won, they were Negroes at the time, so if this team won, they took care of the neighborhood, And if this team won, they took care of the village also. Not the neighborhood, but the village, you see. They were together. They would play ball, whether someone would pay to watch or not. They would still play ball. But pink people began to pay them. So then the other pink people in the town began to lose money because their village, Octavius Cattle Village, and those that were with him were flourishing. We are always flourishing. And that is something they do not want us to have. No, they cannot be rich with money. The only way the so-called Negro or black man or whatever, the melanated man in America, they don't know about other places, but here in America, the only way we will be rich with money and being the black when it comes to economics is if a pink man begins to give us their money, either for our acting or for our ball playing or just to see us have fun. And that's what they were doing. They were only having fun. So after a while in this movie, all of a sudden, the pink people, they wanted to come and play against them. So now the pink people want to be an opponent. Because our village did not play each other as opponents. We played each other to play a game. It is called baseball. And And so there was no pink government. When you lose your job to go get food stamps from, we helped each other out. Everyone helped each other out. There were seamstresses, and there were bookmakers, and there were teachers, and we had children and students. This is not the first time, like with Prophet Noble Drew, or my Abba, or York, or Haile Selassie, or Mukis Garvey, or Malcolm X, or Elijah Muhammad, or any of those that came before us, male or female. This is not the first time that they have knocked us down and fuck us around. Do you know how they killed him? No one knows how they killed him. And no one can even tell me what was his fiancée name. I know her name. But no one can tell me what his fiancée name was at the time. They shot him, and the brothers that were with him and I would say they shot him and his crew because he was the leader. He was like the thinker. But then there was someone else who would come and help him to plan things out. But he was a thinker, a kinetic thinker. They could not make a slave out of him no matter how they tried. He was a free man too. And a lot of dudes that play ball were free men. They can't get the dates, but it should have been after slavery. I'm not for sure though. But I know he was a free man. Now, in the movie, the pink people want to play with them, so they play with the pink people, and they keep beating the pink people, So now, they're getting all this money. So now the pink people, they would get assets together, and now they want to come up with all these different kind of contracts. Oh, you can't play ball for money, F. You can't play ball for money, F. So him and his crew, they go to sign these papers or contracts. This contracts that you have to have in order to play ball. Just look it on the internet. I can't remember everything in the contract. I'll just know that there's a contract. So, after he gives the information, everything he needs, you gotta pay money and everything. He signs it, everything. He has a copy, and then he gives it to the clerk, and he turns around, and him and the crew, they leave out of the building, and these pink men come. A lot of pink men. There are many pictures of him with guns. He is shooting them. He is shooting at them because they are trying to kill him. Now, some of him and his crew is like, I don't remember if it's 5 of them or if it's 5 and he makes 6. I don't remember. They are hurt. They are shot. They go to the Negro hospital. And the pink people, they come in and they just start tearing up the Negro hospital and just hitting the Negro nurses in the face. And it's just terrible. These people are beasts. They have always been beasts. I say them all the time as beasts. They find what room they're in, and they kill the doctor who was helping them. And they grab them. Now, they have been shot. They are wounded. Some have been fixed, and some have not been fixed yet because the pink people come so fast. They take all of them, right? They tie him to a tree. I have a picture of him tied to a tree. He showed me how he was tied to a tree. It is in another montage. Maybe not this one, but another montage. Here's in many montages. They tie him to a tree. And they rape him. The picture does not show they rape him. But in the movie it does. So I've always seen when I travel, I have always seen my people doing good and being good to each other and even those around them. I travel, I even see my folk being good to the big man. When he comes over on his boat and he shows us a book that they have fucked with, so it's all fucked up. And we don't know anything about this book because we are in a continent which is called Africa today. And we're not over in Europe, and maybe a few may travel, maybe not, I don't know, but I'm talking only about my folk. I don't know about yours. They come over with a book. I guess some of our people are disgruntled. You know, things happen, I guess, and I have to say that would be the part of the leader's part. You know, that was before his time, though. Way before his time. And when the big men come over, my folks say they greet them and they feed them and they give them land. And the first thing the big man builds is a church. And the second thing the big man builds is a police station. And the third thing the big man builds is a courthouse. It's in every damn movie. And then they go around and they have their little magic tricks, you know. It is shown in one of the videos, you know. They have their little magic tricks and they fool our people or put our people under hypnosis or whatever. But anyway, the God is better than what we have because we don't have a God. You know, we know that human nature is in the trees, the birds, the bees. We know someone created us. We, you know, there is nothing to worship. We don't even worship ourselves. Or maybe you can say we worship charity. Because that is what my focus is all about. Being charitable. Until the big man comes. Once the big man comes, the big man starts putting all these different fucking ideals into our heads and our children's heads and fucking up what we have been known for thousands of years. Until the big man comes. That is your serpent when he comes into the garden. He will beguile your women, your men, your children, and even you when the pink man comes into your garden. It is like that little black snake that's always in your fucking plants in Florida. You know, always in your flower bed, that long black snake could never kill the lone bitch. Even if they whack his ass off, he still crawls away or whatever. I remember. And the bitch was black. But they knew he still was black. But he still represented that pink motherfucker. The pink triangle boys who crawl on their bellies. As they fuck their sons in their ass, they crawl on their bellies. And as I said, I've always seen the pink man like this. I can travel as far back as the caveman time and I can see the things he does. And how vicious he is. And he is like a wild boar. But he cannot help it. Because sometimes the boar, wild boar, will take their babies because they even showed it. I saw it before. They showed it. It's in their own document. Well, the men will be inside. They say the men have fire. But no, they don't. They didn't even know what fire was. The men will be inside fucking each other while the female is outside with maybe a couple of more females, and she is having her baby. Whether it be male or female. And depending on how many of them are in their clan, they will possibly eat the baby. Because it's already enough for them to feed each other. And then the older people, they got no respect. And that is how it is. Any land that they are on, the older people get no respect. However, I saw some Asian people one time at the hospital or clinic on the elevator, and she was with her mother. And her mother was old. And she told me that they do not put their people away in homes, that they take care of their people. Their people took care of them when they came in, so they take care of their people when their people are on their way out. And I thought that was so sweet. 21 minutes in, now you're out.